Well, yes, another win for President Trump on trade as Canada drops its digital services tax after U.S. threats. Joining us now is Art Laffer, former Reagan economist and a very good friend. First of all, happy July 4th. We celebrate our great country, about which we'll talk more in this big, beautiful bill. But the tariff issue, you know, a lot of us free traders were a little worried about the way he swings it around so casually sometimes, or it seems to be casual. But it is such a terrific tool for one of the best deal makers that's ever lived, isn't it?
Yeah, it's wonderful, David. And I had a big, long conversation with him back in his first term on trade, where he told me exactly how he uses trade to negotiate great deals. And these people don't want access. They need access to our markets badly. And he just threatens tariffs till they come to the table. And then he negotiates much freer trade. He's done a terrific job. The latest one with Canada. I mean, they've been trying to do all sorts of horrible things to tax U.S. firms and all that. Yeah. And he stopped them dead in their tracks. He's going to use trade to get peace in Ukraine. He's going to use trade to get peace in Taiwan and China. He's just a masterful negotiator. And his first term trade deals were all freer trade, not more restrictions. Yeah. I'm really very, very pleased with how Trump has made America a much better place.
And I'm just wondering if this Canada deal is going to mimic what we see in his dealings with the European Union. And of course, because they work together. It's a huge, huge coalition of countries. The economy there is bigger than the Chinese economy. So that's going to be an important one. And they have all these rules and regulations that are anti-market forces. So if he uses tariffs as effectively against their rules, against our companies, we may see a much freer place to deal with in Europe, no?
Yeah, well, the whole U.S. and Europe, by the way, will be far better off with a Trump deal than they would be with what they have. I mean, Europe needs Trump just as badly as we do, and so does Canada. Yeah, my goodness, and it's good for the whole world and all of us.
You have often said here and in other places that tariffs are not inflationary, something to the complete opposite, 180-degree difference from what Jerome Powell, the chief of the Fed, says, and his minions there at the Fed seem to be following his order. But so far, you have been right. Explain clearly to me, step by step, why tariffs do not increase inflation.
Step one, tariffs on imports do raise the price of imports. But do remember that the U.S. exports to earn the wherewithal to buy imports from other countries. So if you have a tax on imports, it's the exact same thing as a tax on export. That's called Lerner's symmetry theorem. Exactly the same. And therefore, what happens is all of our exportable goods and services, their prices will fall. So the increase in prices of imports is matched 100% by the fall in the prices of exports, and the two net out to be zero. Now, that's the theoretical argument there. If you look at the Smoot-Hawley tariff, when that came in, prices dropped afterwards. If you look at it with Nixon's, the rate of inflation declined substantially with Nixon's 10% import surcharge. That it also did not get, it just doesn't affect trade. The Kennedy round did not affect prices, and also neither did the NAFTA affect prices. Wow. These people who focus on prices just don't understand straight up from Sikkim. They aren't good economists, and they also aren't good empiricists. But other than that, they're really nice people. But
you
that's
explained that very clearly.
He doesn't know anything about Fed.
I never heard you step by step explain it that way, and it is very clear. You were very Friedman-esque in the way that you explained that. I appreciate it. I want to talk though about something that a lot of people don't get inside the Beltway right now, and it's something that is a bugaboo to you and to me, which is that they don't understand that supply side tax cuts can actually end up with more revenue, even though we've just seen it with the 2017 tax rate cuts when we saw so much more revenue. 48% increase in revenue came in because of the economic activity. Why don't these people get this? And could the big, beautiful bill, even with the various cuts it's had so far, have the same effect that the 2017 bill did in actually increasing productivity and therefore revenue?
This is why we need an improvement in schools and mothers and fathers. they should understand. Everyone understands it when it comes to themselves. Oh, you're going to not pay me as much? Well, I won't work as hard. Everyone understands that on a personal level. But Joe over there, if you don't pay him more, he'll work just as hard and will save money. It's just silly not understanding that we all respond to incentives. And every single time we've raised the highest tax rate on income earners, the economy has underperformed. Revenues have fallen from the rich, and the poor have been hammered. Every time, and every time we've lowered tax rates on the rich, the economy has outperformed, tax revenues have gone up, and the poor have done relatively well compared to other periods. It's just facts, and it's theory. We all understand people work to get paid after tax, David. The dumbest, most ignorant person in the world understands economics and pay after tax. They really do understand it.
It's the simplest two-word phrase in economics. You know who told it to me first? Thomas Sowell, back 45 years ago. The great Thomas Sowell, who today celebrates his 95th birthday. He is still going strong.
Is that right? Happy birthday, Tom.
Happy birthday, Tom Sowell. But he's the one who first told me when I was starting out at the Manhattan Institute, incentives matter. He got it. You get it. Milton Friedman got it. All the smart economists get it. But I don't know about those people inside the Beltway. We got to leave it at that.
I really like Tom Sowell. Thank you, David. I like you too. But Tom Sowell is special.
He is.
Thank you,
he's an incredible professor of economics, and so are you, Art Laffer. You both deserve the Nobel Prizes.
Thank you.